Hey, Danny, man. Thanks for the attended. Thank you. Hey, traders. Hope you're having a good one. Better day than most things besides the US dollar. Bitcoin bottomed out last night. I think early in the morning sometime. Bouncing off that 200 moving average. First time touching the 200 moving average since the date of February 28th. So going on like, a month, 3 weeks to a month, and you bounced, but a reactionary bounce where very, past 8 hours, you caught some bids off the reaction, only to rally, run up to $55,000 and regard that 55K as resistance, which it's not an actual look left, created support resistance. It's just psychological, right? 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, they're all going to act as support resistances potentially, and that just seems like what's going on to me. I know Scott Carney had brought up, I think on his Twitter, about a bullish bat pattern right here. Well, you want some more help than just the bat itself, right? We want divergence. Interesting thing we need to look at before we really go into anything is futures. Futures looking a lot less nebulous, with one valley and a second valley that's matching the first. Let's look at it real quick. Look at your MACD histogram here. I mean, spot price never hit a 50% retrace. It hit like a 48% retrace from that valley from February 26th, 28th, right? That low to the high right there. You did on this second low, the lower low, you hit a 50% retrace. You hit the old, neckline of the inverse head and shoulders pattern perfectly. And that is where you bounced. Right? You didn't bounce off the 200 moving average like spot. This is like what you would want a spot price to look like because it looks so much better. I mean, it kind of really does. But at the same time, look what's kind of happening. You're bearishly engulfing on the 4 hour right now. So you just gotta. I mean, it's really kind of wacky looking on the 4 hour spot price. But here it looks very, very hard to argue with, right? One low, a slightly lower low with lower levels of negative momentum. That is Class A to Class B bullish divergence, and it even back tested an old resistance as support. I don't know. Those are some really nice variables right there, but spot price needs to catch some bids here. Otherwise, I mean, you break that on futures, man, that could be real bad. So there's a 10-minute delay on this. You know, the futures on this chart, this delay just opened, but it did open 10 minutes ago. If you want to see it, it's not really done anything since 10 minutes ago. Bottom right of your screen, Bitcoin sitting at 54,740, clearly in a short-term downtrend, and that's signified by those that parallel channel I plotted showing you on spot. So, man. And you just think, oh yeah, spot price, yeah, more downside possible where it could go down to that 52K area. But futures looking a little more interesting, a little more intriguing, where you could try to argue maybe that sellers are exhausted at a critical area and it could bounce here. But, right, what's making what here? Is spot making futures or futures making spot? Right, and you know, on neither the futures or spot, you have help on the RSI. It's just kind of bearish convergence. So that's what I wanted to bring up. That was kind of the important thing for this asset that hasn't done much but just sell off more since we last spoke. We thought, again, 52,000, right? That high from February 25th. Where traders set it up at their highest point at one time, all-time highs February 17th, and then where, you know, price action was regarded again as resistance March 3rd. You would think that was, I mean, that was the target kind of for a bullish 5-0. That was a target for kind of a reciprocal ABCD pattern on a 113%. Right there, confluent with the 50% retrace. I'm just talking about, all right, it starts getting a little complex here. All right, 113% retrace right there. And again, confluent with this low to the high. 50% lines up with 113% retrace. X kind of marks the spot right there. And then all that, right? Those two Fibonacci levels, right? The confluence happens to be exactly at a critical support resistance, right? So, and maybe, hey, divergence down there at that point. That's the bullish 5-0 entry, you know? So the argument could be made, I mean, you're so close that is this a confirmation low near the, or at the pattern completion zone of a bullish 5-0? These are really good questions where you don't have much of any help on the daily at all, nor the weekly, of course. So it's just something we need to be watching. We've understood this whole time since the first sell-off began that the 52,172 area was going to be really important, that bulls are going to need to maintain prices above. Otherwise, you know, you're talking about eventually seeing 47K to 45K. That's the deep retraces where you could eventually see this. Just screwing around last night in my free time. We're just talking about, you know what it is, a bullish bat pattern. Really pretty. I mean, it could, you know, it's gorgeous, right? I mean, that's your that's where you're headed if you don't hold 52,172, and it could still also be a very interesting area for potential reversal to the upside. So, you know, there are a lot of things to think about, but what else can you do but theory craft when I'm sorry, the asset we're talking about has just been in this uptrend that's just been going on for since like July, really, when it broke out of its log scale consolidation structure. It was in for 2.5 years. I mean, God forbid, you know, we're talking about maybe some selling for a while, unless you recapture or you hold the 52K mark, and then you recapture what, 58 to 60,000, right? You are in a downtrend now, short-term downtrend, until 60K to 58K is recaptured. I would say 60K to be safe, because that is now your local previous discernible swing high, right? $60,000. So you will remain in a short-term downtrend until that level is recaptured. Okay. Is this thing on? Did I mean, someone give me an update? Like yesterday, good God, the stream gets done, and somehow it shows up as being 2 minutes long. That's never happened before. Stream or like, you know, super chat being broken was also a new thing, a new bug. So is it still broken today? Oh wait, no, someone super chatted at the beginning of the stream, right? So it should be fine. Okay, thank God, man. I was like, did I do something wrong here? And hopefully when the stream finishes, it'll do what it's always done, which is just, it's the whole stream. It's not 2.5 minutes, all right? So that's your Bitcoin. We look at Ethereum, that's just back, real ugly, man. I mean, it's disgusting. It's beautiful if you are looking at this objectively in a TA perspective. It's gorgeous, and it's looked gorgeous, technically, for downside, right? Where what has happened, you know, the head and shoulders pattern, you broke out and you've just merely back tested the neckline that was one support as resistance, and now you're getting some follow through to the downside. And there is a 100% measured move of the structure, the head and shoulders pattern, at around $1,500, as you can see targeted here, is pictured, which I don't see that being an oddity or a weird thing at all if Bitcoin is going to see 52K and lower, or lower, right? What's up, Daniel? Thank you, man. So that's, I mean, right, it kind of sucks. Like, hey, I'm here every day, you know, we're constantly following these markets, but the TA's done. And I just show up and it's like, yep. Yes, the bearish stuff's being bearish. Yes, the salespeople make sales. Okay, so that, I mean, that's where you could be headed in time if Bitcoin catches some more fall through to the downside, where on the 4 hour, you know, on Bitcoin on the daily, no help. Let's look at that real quick. Forgot to look at it. This is the one we've been monitoring. Really just kind of an indecision candle today. I don't really like that. I mean, that's not really implying a reversal or anything. You had a big bearish impulse yesterday, and now you just got, after the impulse, this is kind of like if you close in an hour and 42 minutes like this, it's almost kind of trying to imply, hey, yep, bears still are in control here after that last impulse, to where you could get more downside, another candle like this tomorrow. Okay, so just, you know, parabolic trend, you're just kind of at that trend line. I mean, it's not to be taken too seriously because it's a curved line tool. It's not like a demand line or anything. It's not horizontal, but negative momentum's continuing to build. Your RSI is sitting right at 51 equilibrium level, just neutral. So I mean, more downside is definitely a possibility. Again, it's tough at these levels, man. It's tough at these levels when an asset in 188 days appreciates in value 529%. It's really tough to be like, oh yeah, man, what a great opportunity for a long. It's just not a high, the higher high, slightly higher high, and then bearish divergence. You just don't, I mean, you gotta understand there could just be so much more downside. It could go down another, what, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 and still be extremely bullish in an uptrend, but just be going through a short-term, mid-term correction. It happens, man. So just don't be like betting the farm at these levels. It's just kind of, it could be irresponsible. But hey, you know, I mean, can't say we haven't found assets that are at low risk, high reward opportunity areas, but most of them aren't in the crypto market because of how homogenous it is and how many assets just follow Bitcoin. And you can just know by going to a weekly chart and just looking at everything, just hitting your space bar, man. Look, sorry, let me just do this, dude. I mean, how can you, like, on a weekly time scale, how could you, these are like possible profit taking levels for people, the composite operator, and people who are smart enough to enter at areas that made way more sense. Cardano, that's a little different. That's actually, you know, it's finally just taken off recently, and it's back below that previous all-time high from January 2018, and it could consolidate for a while before going higher. It still might go higher, but you got to understand, like, there were more reasonable areas, right? Look on Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is kind of terrible, dude. Bitcoin Cash, I mean, it's terrible, but in actuality, it's like, whoa, interesting how it's not blown up yet. So maybe down the road there could be a run again, but it's holding this high from June of 2019. It's a very interesting spot on Bitcoin Cash. It's just one of the few that haven't gone, had the huge impulse up yet. BNB, like, really, dude? Like, what do you do with this? Like, it's just, yeah, short term up and down, up. It's going up. Oh my God! But like, there's just no value. So it's just really tough to want to be taking fresh longs on assets like that. Dash is another one that hasn't really, it's taken off some, and it's pretty interesting. There are a few that have just been underperforming the others, but they're interesting in their own right because of look what they're doing. Their Dash right now is above its 200 week moving average, and it's trying to hold above this high from June of 2019, 184. I mean, it's above that. That's really good, So, and look what happened as soon as it broke its resistance. It went straight up to the next high where traders set it up August 2017 before pulling back with Bitcoin. So, I mean, there could be more upside in store for Dash. But, I mean, DOT? What about DOT, man? I mean, it's been killing it. I mean, if you hadn't made money on DOT now, dude, you really going to try to make money now on DOT after this? 779% appreciation in value in less than 2 months? Just forget about it, man. Go ahead and play that game, though. I mean, Engine, another one, just okay. There was reasonable areas and there's absurd levels now, right? $3 topped out, psychological resistance, right? We didn't know what was going there, just plotted it because, hey, yep, $2 breaks, $3, okay. And now bearish and golden candles in the midst of being painted on the weekly. A lot of time left, but you get what I'm saying, right? You understand? And then you go to EOS. That's not too bad. EOS is really interesting. Where is it underperforming because it's absolute trash and no one wants it at all, or is it just a late laggard? And maybe these are the ones where the money will pull out of these crazy high flyers. Go cash, but then maybe go into some of these names like EOS on the weekly that looks, it's not like amazing, but it's definitely kind of not taken off yet. It ran up to 530, it couldn't break it. Sorry, what's up, Anonymous? Sure, yeah, we'll look at it. But like, you see what I'm saying? Like, most of the other assets have gone up to these highs or whatever, and ETC, another kind of interesting one where it's had a nice run, but it's just kind of stuck between those highs from January in February this year, right? The high where traders settled up in the wick high. You break that $12.88, $13 area, you could have another nice run up to $18.39, just like you did, because that is how support resistance work. Danielson, right? When the resistance break, go straight up, straight down. That's the history was like that too. So you got to get back above that, otherwise you're just regarding what was once resistance as resistance again before selling off and probably going down to $10 again, right? And it's just hard to. That's the problem. It's hard to. How can Bitcoin go through an actual correction where we go to 786, 886, and these ones that haven't really taken off too much yet, that look kind of a little more reasonable on weekly time scales, how could they play out? It's tough, right? Putting that puzzle piece together.
Have you looked at DINT?
No, why would I look at DINT? Yeah, dude, nah, you missed it. We looked at DINT before Bitcoin at the beginning of the stream, okay? Thank you. The 10, just rewind.
Bruh.
All right, so there's some that look at. Here's the one that looks the best. I can't even believe I'm saying it, right? Because I don't care about this at all. I'm not shilling this. I don't even know really what it does. It's Richard Hart, right? On the weekly. This is one of the best looking S coins that exist right now. One of them, yes, Hex. Hex upside, 2 cents, 4 cents. 9.7 cents upside. Yup. Yes. Extreme amounts of accumulation going on consecutively over and over and over again, and you're just now butting up against this sell wall up around 1.4, 1.5 cents. Once you break it, boom, 1.9 cents, 2 cents, but really that was created in December of 2020. So Really, I'm thinking 4 cents upside and almost 10-cent upside. Yep. On Hex. So this is what so many assets look like before they went stupid to unfathomable levels. You couldn't even believe it. Alright, so just please pay attention to Hex on the weekly. This could take months to play out, but you just showing you right here, okay? This is why you watch the stream. I was looking at the weekly and just trying to make an argument for anything to be maybe bullish on a significant time scale. Hex was like one of the strongest arguments. DeFi, kind of a little bit, depending on what we're looking at. But anyway. So that's kind of like, I don't know, what I was going for, wanted to talk about. And I do kind of want to, before we get into this, you know, one request or whatever. I know it's too many, but kind of want to go back, tripping through time a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to go back to 2018 on Bitcoin. You know, we're in this correction right now. This short-term could potentially turn into a mid-term correction on Bitcoin, which is okay. I mean, it's natural. But you want to see what happens. Even in bear trends, you get long extended rallies, right? The downtrend began, right, December 17th, 2017, 22nd, whatever, 2017. And you were getting sell-offs, man, but and then you would rally. And when you would rally, you'd end up just making a lower high and dumping again, you know. But that took time. It took a lot of time. You'd bottom out in bear trends, right? You'd find bottoms and you'd rally, and it would last for like a month. And then you'd show bearish stuff, like double tops and harmonic patterns, and then you would reverse the downside again. But then what would happen? You'd bottom out, and then you'd find a nice rally that would last about a month. And so that is definitely what could be happening, where you look at X, A, B, C, D happened, right? I mean, is this not a bullish bat pattern that happened right here? Dude, that's a bullish bat pattern, right? That went up and hit, I believe, between a 50% and a 61% retrace for topping out once and then twice and then reversing the downside again. And then what happened? What'd you do? You created a bullish pattern near the bottom. You rallied again. It took a few weeks, couple weeks, and then for dumping, and then the lower highs, and then capitulation happened, where you lost 55% of your value in 5 weeks. So you just gotta understand, like, even in bull trends or bear trends, you can get extended amount of time where, like, it's the other trend, right? It's in long-term uptrends, you get short-term, mid-term downtrends. All right, so you just don't want to, you know, lose sight of the long-term trend, which is parabolic and it's bullish. And your trend is not in jeopardy truly until Bitcoin, I think, it's a daily candle close below $45,000. You know, you're like $10,000 above that, right? So you understand there's still a lot more downside that could happen. Right, like all these you know, these rallies. Let's see. Let me go to the daily and go back to so we can look at the discernible swing high. Look, man, I mean, it's like you know, you just take a discernible swing high to low here, 50%, a double top of the 50% retrace, right? 50%, hello, we're near that. I mean, that's almost exactly what Bitcoin's trying to do right now, right? It's from its previous low, it rallied, it sold off one time, two times, 50%, and maybe you catch a bounce here, right? But then it's like this, you know, from the next discernible high, like from this high to the low, the next discernible low, 61.8% retrace. You topped out two times, right? Before you reverse the downside, and then what happened? You take that new high, the new high, and go to the new low, and then what'd you do? 61.8% retrace before you reverse the downside again, and then you take the new high. And what happened? High to low between a 50% and a 618 retrace before you reversed again. Okay, so that that's kind of definitely something I wanted to just talk about for a minute. Trend's bullish, but you get reversals, and they can last. Short-term reversals, mid-term reversals, they can last a month. It can turn into like a falling wedge or a double bottom or something. A, B, C, D, whatever. Backtest old areas. All right. Let's look at Litecoin. We missed that one. Right. I mean, bearish harmonic pattern ushered in the reversal, and the bear flag developed, and then you broke the bear flag. And where are you? You're near the area we've been talking about, where you thought it would go to. Didn't even need to measure it, because it's like that X marks the spot anyway, between 173 179. It's almost there, man. MACD kind of maybe showing classic bullish divergence on the lower low. Yeah, possibly. So you see what I'm saying? It's just TA being respected after being respected after being respected. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Today is the day. I made my Instagram public, and I'm gonna just start creating. Well, I've got infographics on deck, but I'll be beginning to just publish infographics daily. So yeah, there's now a reason to maybe follow me on Instagram. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to grow it, and also maybe help people learn. You know, they're almost like flashcards, right? Like the one I created today. I mean, you know, the one I posted today that is not new to patrons or anything is this one right here. Right, the reversal divergence. Like, classic divergence is a tool that can signify levels of exhaustion for market participants or prevailing move on any given asset. This can translate into a reversal in price action. Right? I mean, it's simple, it's normal, it's whatever. We'll see how it goes. All right. Wish me luck. So I've pinned the Instagram link in the chat. So yeah, follow me. Okay. S&P 500, you know, down less than 1% today, but bearish engulfing on the 4-hour. But I think it was just Jerome Powell opened his mouth, and you know, it just wasn't good. I don't know. It's not really that big a deal. The last thing you want is to come back down this demand line. You come back down this demand line, it would be a confirmed partial rise. You don't want a partial rise, man. It's bad. So maybe you just come to back test 38.62 as support before going higher. That's very possible. Tech didn't do too bad. I mean, some tech. Right, like Netflix did. It was the top gainer. Adobe, I think they're up big after hours. Yeah, I mean, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, like the FANGs did okay. I mean, they were up today, closing. So, yep. So that seems possible, right? 38.62 to a back test and hold it as support before going higher to 4,000. Or money printer just goes burr. There's nothing really indicating up or down right at this current time, right? Okay.
Hey Mitch.
Dow Jones back in that channel, and bearish engulfing on the 4-hour, so you could imagine the heart line, 31,950 could be tested, right?
God bless. Wagga wagga.
Is that a joint?
So Antonio, thanks for the 420. Appreciate it. And so Dow Jones kind of taking on the chin. But the great news is, like, no matter what happens, I mean, you would think eventually hidden bullish divergence will develop on the MACD, and then you'll just make a higher low than the previous low, and then just run to higher prices. So Nasdaq Composite, that was looking pretty interesting, just because it had the head and shoulders, and now it's trying to create an inverse head and shoulders. And it didn't do too well, down 1.12%, where you think that 13K could be tested, right, that old low, that old high, December 29th, and then like January 29th and January 15th. My God, February 23rd, you didn't really test it actually on the 19th, so maybe you do that. But this is, if you can if bulls can keep the prices above 13K long enough, this could be extremely promising for upside. I mean, you know, a bearish pattern and a bearish trend kind of getting a little violated, right? The left shoulder head, right shoulder, it dumped, did not hit the measure move. I think it went about halfway to the measure move and then reversed. That's very weak for a bearish pattern, right? It shouldn't be reversing like that and then starting to immediately start creating a bullish reversal pattern. And so bullish reversal pattern and the bullish prevailing trend, you know, those can often outperform and be more reliable than the bearish patterns that often underperform and can sometimes be unreliable. So not too bad today. Cool story, bro. Interesting. Man, it's all scuffed here. What the heck? But the biggest loser today of the index funds was the Russell 2000. That has been doing amazing. So Dan, I'm gonna put this chart under my pillow and learn while I sleep. Boom, perfect. But it's not. You know, you could buy the literal pillow of that, and you could sleep on the chart patterns. So I don't know why you got a poster. Wheeler? Thank you, man. So, right, you had all-time highs. February 10th, you sold off, then you rallied off. New all-time highs, slightly higher high, kind of like Bitcoin, and reversing. So, not much support up here. Remember, you went bonkers. That was your old all-time highs, you know, and you just went straight line up. So, I mean, you would think that maybe that would be possibly the real big area of importance, you know, 2070, 2085, you know, manufactured lows from January 29th and March 5th. So it could be headed down there. But good news if it somehow can make a higher low, then hidden bullish divergence could happen. But, you know, what did it do? It broke a demand line and then rallied kind of regarding it as resistance and then reversing. So, okay, cool. Look at the index funds. Let's look at gold. Sorry, how can you can't be bullish on gold until it breaks a critical area again, right? What did it do? Can you be that surprised what gold did today or yesterday? It back tested the range, the old support resistance from 2011, 2012 as resistance and rejected it. It's lower. Now, if it ever breaks it, okay, then we can speak a different time. But I'm not really gonna actually be bullish maybe on gold until it breaks above 1800 and back tests 1800 as support. That's when I might change my tune about gold. Where did my freaking trend lines go? Okay, hold on. Let me make that visible on the 4-hour too. This is the downtrend. You're in a mid-term downtrend. I almost started saying it's a long-term downtrend now. Right, congratulations of bouncing off the downsloping support, the demand line, but you rallied, pathetic rally. Fortunately, there's no hidden bearish divergence or anything. It's just, man, look, man, resistance, right? That wasn't manufactured in April 2020, May 2020. It was further back, man. Look, it was these many highs. I mean, like December 2011, February 2012.
Time since I entered that night. I have no words. Can you check up on it today again? Should I take profit now and buy later or just hold strong here? Thanks so much, Mitch.
Larry, thanks for the 50, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we can look at Hive, okay? Thank you, man. Jason. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Yeah, Probes and me are going to make some sort of silly bet to where, like, if my alma mater loses, then I have to wear UCLA stuff, or if his alma mater loses, he has to wear Bama stuff. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I got to get with him. But we're going to do, it's just a rarity, right, when our two schools cross paths. So Yes. Thank you, Jason, and good luck. Yeah, no, I mean, UCLA is a very storied program where they have 11 national titles. Pretty good, but they haven't made it to the Sweet 16 since, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago, or they haven't made it to the Elite 8 in, like, over a decade or something, but Bama hasn't gone to the Sweet 16 since 2004, and we haven't been to the Elite 8 since 2004 either. So, but that game, holy crap, Bama had, 16 3-point shots last night. I think that's more than any team in the whole NCAA tournament this year already, or so far. And of course, they have more 3-point shots made than any team in all of basketball right now this year. Okay, so that's why gold is just, it's not good, man. It's not good till you get above these critical areas. It's 1800s, the possible bull stuff, but really, man, if you're talking about trends being broken, or you want to get back above your previous, like, 1950. If you want a true definitive trend reversal on gold, you need to break 1950. Why? Because that is your in your downtrend. You can clearly see the downtrend. Your previous discernible swing high really is that 1950 area at November 9th and January 6th, so it may not go there for a long time. Dude, I'm just telling you, anything below where you are, anything below this white zone right here, most of the time historically, $1,500. Tell me if I'm wrong here. Okay, is my analysis off? Oh, okay, let's look back in history, man. Okay, like, what has only happened between 1520 and 1750 to 1800? Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, eventually straight down. Oh, look at the luxury here that, back in October 2012, gold sold off, then rallied to back test the area that gold just back tested as resistance here, and where to go after $1,500. Look here, listen, Larry. My God, November of 2008, you hit 1800. You sold off. What'd you do? You rallied. You back tested that zone, that area, kind of for the first time ever. Well, it's really this low point from August 2011. You tested that as resistance, and what'd you do? Beautifully, after the test, you sold off, and you eventually went down to $1,522. Okay, so it's really tough being bullish on gold. You got to be bearish on gold. You have to until that's reclaimed, and then we'll talk. Okay. That's it. Spend too much time on this precious metal. I don't know what this song is, but jeez, dude, give me a break. Give me a second to readjust my decibels. Now we got 1 hour, 16 minutes, so your daily candle close on Bitcoin's really not that great, man. I mean, nah. I mean, I love, like, futures on the 4 hour, there's kind of an argument, for sure.
Could have just told me you didn't want to look at them instead of making me go back. I'm up 5,000% on it though.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes people know me and watch the stream and get my dry sense of humor, and then some people don't. Like, if you watch the stream regularly, you know for 100% certainty I would never, ever, in 100 years, a million years, look at Dentacoin or Dent before Bitcoin on this stream, ever. So that, I just figured you knew me. Hey, he's just kidding. But hey, sorry, man. Congratulations on your tendies, though. I don't know why you need me to look at the asset when you're at 5,000% on it. Why would you ever want me to look at it? Just wondering. Thank you. Okay, let's look at that first request. That was POW.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Ammo Incorporated, of course. I mean, yeah, it was cool before. I mean, it's kind of just like a lot of other assets where, well, anything, yeah, I mean, there's hidden bullish divergence, if you can even believe it, on the daily. That's really, good God, it's triple MACD hidden bullish divergence. Look at that, dude. Look at that. I mean, one valley, a second valley, and third valley. They're all higher each time, and you're about to go positive. You're back above a critical ice line from 622, and today you actually back tested it as support. It was just this wick high that I'd plotted last time we looked at it. Right there, and yeah, I guess it's just kind of like a couple spots, right? 648's also, it's real there too. So you're just at a point where if you can hold this, sustain this, who knows? I mean, it could just go right back, like that scam wick high could be $8, or it could go up to freaking $10. There's no value really, but dang man, that hidden divergence on the daily is exceptional, and it's very, very real on the RSI as well. So momentum is super strong on Ammo Incorporated, PAWW, cute ticker. It's one of the cutest tickers ever for the company, right? It's like cake, cheesecake factory. Nice. So that, I mean, that's what you would think that, like, if it's sustained, friend, anonymous, if it's sustained above 648, 640, I mean, you know where it is now. If it can hold this little zone, you clearly see. You think the next target could take it right back up to $8, and then after that, man, I mean, it's gonna have the legs to go higher than it did on this previous buying climax on February 10th. They were talking about maybe $11 that next time. Then after that, forget about it, dude. What's up, J Mike's man? Thank you.
I've been watching a lot of tickers. Above, and RTX look interesting. Pick your poison, or all if you're up for it. Thanks, Mitch.
I really appreciate that, J Mike's man. Yeah, sorry. Things happening. When you live stream, it happens. Yeah, we'll look at one of those for sure. Pick my poison. Hopefully it's inverse poison. Hopefully it's pick my potion. Pick your potion. J Mike's, alright. Thanks for the 60. Alright, that's it on POW. Indication on the daily that a continuation to the upside, that's being implied. At a very critical area that if it can sustain, yep, it's $8, then $11. Those will be two targets. 8 and 11, simple, rounded numbers, 10.95, whatever. Okay, that's it. I think Hive was next. What's up, love the new merch. Thoughts on Root? I don't know, we can look at it. Thanks for the... Yeah, you can request if you buy merchandise. I mean, it's up there. So, yeah, thank you. We'll look at Root. It's Dwight Schrute's company, right? Rootman or Fruitman?
Okay, Professor Snake.
Professor Snake, like a sneaky snake. Yep, old Hive. How about Hive, man? Yep. This was, you requested it. I looked at it. This was posted in Patreon. Everyone was pinged after we were able to identify the clear level of, a sell wall around 42.85 cents with a clear, concise accumulation. Oh, what I love in the end was the bonus. The bonus of the new data of the hidden bullish divergence. One low, a second low, higher levels of negative momentum, implying a continuation of the upside, and that certainly happened. That type of hidden bullish divergence is what got you enough buying pressure to break you through the sell wall, right? And 100% measured moves achieved, and that's it. That's it. You break this, my God, dude. I think that, yeah, that was without, and that's so funny how that measured move, it was TA Tetris, we called it. The 100% measured move of that structure just happened to be the highest level of all time where traders settled up April 27th of last year. Oh, man, oh my God. Thank you, Ubi, dude. Wow. Holy crap.
What's up, Mitch? Can we check out XLM?
Sure, yeah, we'll look at XLM. I mean, you're not going to be happy about it. It's one of those wet fart coins right now that are just, I don't know, man. Like, heck, XRP looks better than XLM in many ways, even on significant time scales. Yep, I said it. So this area for Hive, clearly this is it, man. You break this, my God, who knows where it could go? But like, that's why, like, you don't know if it's going to break. You don't know if it's going to do that. So it could reverse violently here, since we know the context. Okay, this is where we know it's going to go. Where it's going to go, if we get a clear, concise break above that all-time high on the 4-hour trader set it up, above 68 cents, it's probably going to 92 cents. That would be the next target. So if one took profit, okay, they're letting a little bit ride, right? That's fine, right? You layer out your position, and you know what some of these S coins have done, man. Some of them gone nuts, and they could go just do stupid Rudy Poo stuff. I don't know. So, right, great first target hit. If we got one more target, we're going 92 cents. All right, that's it, Larry. So perfect, absolutely perfect.
See what happens, Larry? See what happens?
So, thanks for the 1,530 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks everyone for being here. Be sure to check me out. Follow me on Instagram. That link is posted above. Also spamming it right now. Why not, man? I've gone public, dude. I IPO'd my Instagram account, so it's less personal now. I'm gonna be shifting it more towards technical analysis, infographic stuff. So, whatever. Okay. Oh, Bitcoin, dude, that candle is just not really a great one. I don't know, man. It's just so much indecision after an impulse down. And the negative Momo is building. Gross. Okay, let's see. Next request was my pick. Yeah, it was a little late, kind of. Even though it's freaking gorgeous, man. Like, good God. Where do you even buy this, though, man? It's really tough. Where do you buy it? It's like, we'll just look at it for the sake of education. Look at this double harmonic. It's like a butterfly into a freaking Gartley or something. Look at this. It's fantastic. It's like chart art. Oh, it would be more like a crab. I don't know. The crab then, it didn't hit its PCZ. Yeah, it only got to a 1272, so kind of, right, if you have a 62% retrace, the PCZ must be a 1618, but it never, it's okay. 200%, yeah, 200% confluent with the 1272 potential reversal area. You got, and look, what you have at that 1272, 200%, you had the bullish divergence there, right? So, we're just looking at hindsight, because that's sometimes all you can do, and again, it's a little late, locally too, but it's fun to paint here. That's beautiful. And then we got ourselves the new one, the new XABCD. That is a perfect Gartley. Almost, never mind it. It went to the 886 a little bit. Dude, there we go. Gorgeous. Okay, so you got your reaction, you got your bounce. I mean, you zoom in, kind of one bottom, two bottoms there. So you could have had a reaction and a reversal. Reaction low, reversal low. You're back. I mean, anything above 7. So this would be the most amazing opportunity for a long ever if the asset could sell off and test 782 again, right? We get, because that, look, you've sprung the date of March 11th, you sprung, but now we covet a back test of the spring before crazy upside. All right. VIV, Telefônica, Brazil, major telecommunications. So yes, certainly looking like it's wanting to reverse. Look at that, man. That is insane. That's 2016 levels, right? That is why we want a spring back test, because that is where, oh my god, that's the spot. That's where lowest risk, high reward opportunities that exist are assets that are down at these levels when they spring back test springs. I'm sorry. So it's like this, you know, one takes their long right there, and then the stop, I would say just below D at this point, because we know how critical the context is historically, right? And then, you know, one target could be, I mean, A or C, pretty close. You know, like that's 3.43 to 1 reward to risk if it ever gets down there. If it doesn't get down there, oh well, you know. But confirmation, right? Experienced traders want confirmation, not reactions. So, one target being A. What's up? Hold on. Sorry. Thank you for the merchandise purchase. Just one target there, and then second target here. You know, easy. 1022. That will be the top of the other harmony. That's duh. Right? Critical resist. That's it. So those are your 2 targets on VIV. If you are blessed, if we're blessed enough to get a spring back test, which that has not happened yet. So I'm just adding an alert. I hear a beep on VIV. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna freak out. Okay. That's it. This is beautiful. J Mike's, man. Always love when you request something. Okay. So we got about an hour until your daily candle close, where the weakness is coming in for Bitcoin. Yes, very weak Bitcoin right now. Short-term downtrend. Consecutive lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Okay. If I hear the beep, how do we trade setup? Certainly. Without a doubt. So put this on your watch list. VIV. Alright, for Ubi, XLM. It's just, where is the demand? There is none. Look what's happening. The 4 hour is the 200 moving average on the 4 hour is now down sloping. You're now you're double topping, regarding it once as resistance, just kidding, twice as resistance, and on that second test of the 200, it's a lower high, so some distribution there. So it was almost looking okay, but dude, the macro, how is this thing going to go up from here? I would think it'd be way more prudent. You remember the idea I had plotted, and we had looked at it a few days ago, and that's like that whole bug on TradingView happened. I lost some of my work. I'll plot it again. If you want the best potential area to go long, talking about a 78.6% retrace on XLM, and you're not there. That's down at 34.6 cents, and that could be a bullish Gartley. You know that. Okay, that's happened before. Oh wait, 1 time, 2 times. 3 times, you know, this harmonic, 786, 786, 786. Why not 786 again? Why are we going to be settling for 618 or not, you know? At this point, that's all we can do. Is I would just wait. There's so many coins, man. It's just wait, dude. A lot are just not ready. You know, there's a time for low risk, high reward opportunities to go long and stuff. I think we're just not at that point right now on Bitcoin nor the others. Most of them. That's it. That's your XLM movie. I wish there was more to talk about. Thanks for the 100. That's the request. We did it, man. What a stream. Been live for about an hour now. Sweet. Yeah, data is absolutely insane. It's up 31.5% today. It's just gone, dude. Remember $10? Remember yesteryear? $10? I remember, and it broke it. It even back tested and engulfing. Look at that. So it hit an all-time high today of 1463, and it's still up there, man. So this was just the one, and it's crazy though, right? It's absolutely insane. It's just 2017 stuff, right? But it's beautiful bull flag, right?
Sup, Mitch? Can you take a look at Ren USDS coin? Thanks.
Young and Ren, not so good anymore. It was okay and not really anymore. It's just another high flyer that is kind of crapping out. Finite amount of money on these markets, and a lot of things are just looking kind of toppy. And that's okay. I think this was it. Yeah, look at that. And it's just so toppy looking. I don't know how you could want anything to do with this. Buying climax, then a head and shoulders, and you're just very little support looking left. Dude, Zcash looking like a double top. I mean, it's just not really good, man. Like, when you see something like that, dude, it's just, why, if you have a buying climax and then you attempt a rally and it's that pathetic like this? That was such a pathetic rally attempt, right? Why was it a pathetic rally attempt? High to low? Because you made a 50% retrace. That was it. Dude, Bitcoin made at least 130%. At least Litecoin and Ethereum made 78% retraces. Ren could only make a 50% retrace. Such an underperformer. You know, it's just, it's ugly right now. It's just, this is staring you in the face. It may not play out, but downside could take you to 78 cents. At least. Right? That's it. Yeah, so very little value, and you can understand. Let's look, zoom out, look left. Wow, I'm so surprised. Dude, look at this chart. Look what it did. These are just not really areas to be thinking about longs. Areas to, wow, you didn't make any money on this run? Get wrecked, dude. See you down at 78 cents, maybe in 57 cents. Just think about it, man. Like, think about, like, this could be brewing XA, B, C, D, 786, right? Oh my God, look where the 786 is. It just so happens to line up with the previous, with one of the previous highs, support resistances, right? It's perfect, Garley. 61% retrace on B. That's it, dude. I mean, that X mark spot probably see you on Ren at 57.5 cents in time. It could take a while, but yeah, Ren. It'd be prudent to wait and do nothing. That's it. Gross. Again, man, it's like less than an hour. What a good run Bitcoin's been on, but now in the short term it's showing lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? What happened? We've seen that before in the uptrend. Look, lower highs, lower lows. Consecutive lower highs, and then, you know, slightly lower low. But look what happened down here. I mean, you had a bullish pin bar. You had argument for divergence down here. And a bullish shark pattern, right? It was like a bullish shark or cipher. You know, you don't have really, I mean, I guess you could try to argue that you have an XABCD, like here, going on right now. This was Scott Carney. He tweeted about this. It was like just a mini XA, B, C, D. Yeah, 886, and you know, whatever. He identified that, but not sure how that's going to hold up. Okay. I would think like there's just, man, 113% retrace from B to C, a 50% retrace from the C to D, or C to A of the shark, and that's the PCZ of the bullish 5.0, and it's a support resistance that makes the most sense. But at the same time, I mean, what made the most sense on Bitcoin that would be regarded as support. It was that January 8th high, and we're talking about February 28th. You never touched it. You got really close. Holy crap. It was like, it was such a tease. All the market participants that were trying to be smart and strategic, well, they got outsmarted because it reversed before it touched that high. So I wonder, are you going to have the same situation here where all the smart people that are like, oh man, this is going to be it. This is the perfect area. All the blue ones, the support resistance, one bottom, a second bottom, and you get so close, but it never gets there. Let's see. I mean, I don't have a problem either way, but Bitcoin futures are the most enticing thing, or most intriguing thing I'm seeing right now, where it's one valley, a second valley, discernible bullish divergence, and a back test has been achieved. What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for the merchandise purchase. Enjoy. Canvas prints are definitely the best. Extremely high quality. Thank you. I gotta look at Root. Is that next coin? It's not, thankfully. Oh, and thank you for purchasing the canvas print. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Root Incorporated. How much data here, huh? IPO'd in October last year. You getting posters, canvases, you getting all kinds of stuff, aren't you, man? Thank you. Oh, you could definitely say maybe bullish divergence or something. Kind of just how much data. And I think you're looking at this kind of like a butterfly. Nah, a little too shallow to be a butterfly. So oh, 70%. Yes, a little shallow. Yeah, and you know. 1272. That's pretty nice fib extension right there, but it's cool and all. But look at your history.
Thanks, man.
You better get back above 1381. Thank you, J Mike, for 20. Almost finished with the pattern, maybe. Maybe, but at the same time, it's like maybe not, right? I mean, like you have to ask questions because it's so high. It's appreciated so much for so long. It's just there's no value, and I showed you these harmonics show you value, and that value is way lower, right? 57 cents or whatever the price was that I said. So here, 1381 would probably be tested, right? You'll probably run up to test that as resistance. I don't know if you'll break it. You're catching a reaction at a 1272 fib extension. You know, you need more than that, right? You need a reaction, and then you need a reversal or confirmation low. You want a double bottom. You don't want just one bottom by itself. That's not enough, man. That's not enough. So great and all that it's pivoting at a 1272, but it's, you know, all-time downtrend and needs to get above 1381. I'll feel a lot better about this asset when it's above 1381 and back tests it as support with confirmation. And then you can just start talking about targets after that, which would be, thinking like right here, maybe 1984 and 2379. If it could ever achieve prices above 1381 and hold it as support, it's not done that. So there's so much more stuff that has to happen on Root before you can be too optimistic on it. All right, because think about it. What if it goes down, you know, rallies, still, it doesn't stop it with a confirmation low. It keeps going. It goes down to 1414. It goes down to 1618. It could get real nasty, right? Without confirmation. You just don't know. So that's why you're waiting to see it pivot at the 1272 and then begin to rally again. And then you can say, oh, well, it's the probability is a lot lower that it's going to go to that 1414 fib extension, that 1618, right? When you get that confirmation. Okay? Always wait, Chad. If you get anything from this stream, always try to get confirmation if you can before you take a long or a short, okay? Interesting. It's having trouble. I haven't been here in a minute. I haven't been here in a while, but support resistances are holding true very well. ABEV, which is alcoholic beverages, right? You know, 3 valleys, 2 peaks. So is that a 3 rising valleys pattern? Let's see. Yeah. Where was it? Maybe it was on the week. Oh, it was this high right here. That's why I plotted that ice line. July 2007, the initial resistance. After that initial resistance, you can see why I didn't plot above it. You could plot above it, sure. But once that first resistance is created, price action will then correlate to that afterwards, right? So yes, you got price action slightly above it. False breakouts, man. Fake outs. Got to screw the FOMO boys. So this correlated to this, but never could sustain prices above it. Reversed. Same thing once again. And what happened after it failed twice to break that ice line that was created July 2007? In 2008, it dumped. But then what happened? Eventually, a recovery happened. The global financial crisis, occurred, and then the reversal. And then what happened? That ice line was then support from October 2009 to June 2010, 4 different times before then the major markup began, right? So that is why I have it plotted there. Same thing with this ice line. First time 2005, 2006, right? You never quite got there, which is pretty interesting. 99% retrace. Okay. So you could look at it possibly like a potential 3 rising valleys, where you have one valley. Dude, you got like tornadoes coming again on Thursday where I'm at. So 1 valley, 2 valleys, 3 valleys, 2 peaks. Perfect. Someone be like, it's a rising wedge too. It's like, yeah, it could be a rising wedge, but a rising wedge, you're trying to tell me a rising wedge on an asset that from its previous discernible swing low from 2008, you're trying to tell me a rising wedge, it's an 88% retrace. It's a value area for long. So rising wedges you're supposed to be looking and going short on rising wedges at peaks, at highs, when they've made from a high to a low 88% retraces, right? You're not looking to be going short ever on assets down at these levels. It's crazy. At the same time, before I can even say it, you already saw it, right? I'm looking at this a week. Look, XA, B, C, D. Wow, it's an XABCD that could be near the end. And what are you doing down here? Showing some bullish convergence divergence, So yeah, you could argue all day trying to say it's a rising wedge or something, but it's a stupid area to be trying to strategize any position on shorting it at these levels. It's crazy, man. This is where institutions come in and scoop everything up because they're like, oh my God, there's an 88% sale on ABEV. Time to go long for months. Okay. Anyway, 3 rising valleys potentially. Confirmation line, I believe, is $3.08, maybe a little above that, $3.20. Gap fill is still a very valid target, $3.58. But if we're talking about a measure move for real, I would just use the ice line in this situation because the context, critical thinking, man. It's the context, historical context can shift things, minimally. I think that's the breakout point, the confirmation line. From the breakout, what's the measured move of that breakout? Your easy target on this asset is 420 something. Let's say 420 because Elon.
Is that a joint?
427. Okay. This is a classic accumulation structure at an 88% retrace from the global financial crisis. Low risk, high reward opportunity, and its value. Beautiful, J Mikes. See, J Mikes gets it. Is he a hype king yet, Brad? Can we go ahead and do that? J Mikes is a hype king. Okay, it's done. Make it happen. Anyway, I know it's not crypto, so screw it, right? Yeah, no one cares when it's a stock. People only care when mouth-breathing Bitcoin, $10 trillion. Okay, dude. Cool. Well, this is a position trade opportunity. You're above the 200-day moving average now. You're holding it. Simple as F, man. You have to give me a minute, okay? Doing stuff. That's it, dude. Boom. That's freaking it. Good. Hey, 3.57% dividend. Let's go, dude. Value play with dividend payouts that are okay. I love it, man. First time here, Matt S. Thanks for being here, dude. Yeah, if you're new, man, it's always cool. If you're like new to the stream, always like engage in the chat, say something. I know most of the time, most of the streams, I'm really busy with requests and stuff, but this one's slower, so it's like, cool to see that. Cool to see people are still there watching, you know, or newer people are finding me on a day like this where there's absolutely zero hype. Okay, Gina it's up 50 cents almost. Nice, dude. Just looking at chat first time today. Okay, dude, again, man, there's just crypto right now is in such a nebulous place, man. You're not really trading much with an edge with Bitcoin's macro being so nebulous. Because the altcoins, like, maybe they're showing an edge or something. Bitcoin pulls the rug, dude, for real, and goes into, you know, goes to 52K. Your alts are gonna get stopped out most likely. Just know that. Be cognizant and aware. That's why you watch stream. It's like the Weather Channel, but for the markets, you know. And crypto's like in a short term. Bitcoin's in a short-term downtrend, and it could continue down based on spot price, right? 52,000. And if you ever break 52K, you better look out because you're gonna lose a lot, $7,000 more if you break 52K, for real, convincingly.
Hello, Mitch. Can you please check Shane link /BTC pair? Cheers.
Thank you for the super chat. Please check. It's a $20 minimum on requests always now, so thank you. I think we're good, man. You know, hour, 15-minute stream. It's not overextended. It's not stressful. I think it's been a really good stream where we went into a decent amount of education today. We went tripping through time on Bitcoin. It's always fun doing that occasionally. And we're just able to see like previous cycles. Like, you know, we were looking at the bear trend of 2018, and we were able to see that there were short-term, mid-term bullish waves, trends that began within the larger-term bear trend that took a month, right? It was oftentimes like literally like 30 days, and then it would double top and then add a common retrace, a 50% or 618 retrace before reversing again to the downside. Trailing trend was bearish.
Not decouple from Bitcoin. It is looking serious now. There are many new theories that we will not get an alt season at all. Your views? Thanks, bro.
I disagree because we've already had an alt season. Mother of God. People are going to try to be like, oh, alt seasons this or that. I mean, I guess you would say, if someone asked me what would alt season be definitively, it'd be like where the Bitcoin pairs reverse their trend. They're overall, almost all of them, extremely bearish trends, right? But alt season, I think, could also be like, oh, just where altcoins do well and perform fine, and you can make money, and more money than Bitcoin because they're going up and doubling in value, where Bitcoin can't really double in value anymore really fast. Like BAT in like less than a month appreciated 100% in value, right? Bitcoin can't do that anymore. So I'm saying, like, I think alt season happened. How is that not alt season? Jesus. From the entry of the trade setup, March 5th. for patrons. March 5th. That entered right around 50 cents. It hit a high of 184% appreciation in value in 17 days. That's alt season, man. So go ahead with your schematics and say whatever you want, but that's alt season. When an asset does that, it was bat season. For 17 days, it was bat season. So bat's an altcoin, so it's bat alt season. Okay, that happened. It was a quick, and it's maybe not even over yet. It may not even be done. Now, nothing's implying really upside now. I mean, it could come down to 88 cents and test that as support for the first time ever on the daily, but it could also just do what it's doing, you know, consolidate down tight and then pop to the upside again and run to all-time highs. It did hit all-time highs on that buying climax around $1.46. So it doesn't look bad. It's just tight. A week of consolidation after all-time highs was broken, and that's that 108 you can see on your screen. Yeah, let's look at the DXY. Forgot to. I should have. Yeah, it was in the stream. It was, you know, title. Look at this, dude. Breaking above a critical resistance. 91.92 is big time. Right here. That low from May of 2016. That's a big area. So look what's happening, man. The falling wedge, the bullish convergence, the bullish divergence on the weekly that was so extreme. One valley, a higher low. Now you're rallying, and you're soon to be. You will probably test that 200-day moving average in the very near future. 92.63. You're probably going to hit it in the next day or two.
What's up, Mitch? Not looking to take a long right now, but I think track to BTC would be really educational if we could check it out. Thanks.
So Travis, thank you. Yeah, sure. Why not? Dude, thank you for the 20. I didn't see that. Yeah, we'll look at MKHS as well. Thank you. So DXY above 91.92. There's a lot of chop, man. A lot of chop. But your next like peaks, talking probably like 94.70. That'd be bad for everything. So if this keeps going, yeah, it's probably bad for everything. Because everything is tied to the US dollar, right? It is the denominator. With still below the 200-day, which is good. You know, test that. Look at in uptrends. Look how it's tested as support, right? Then it starts falling below it, okay, but like, you know, in uptrends, it'll be above it, testing it, and it's still down sloping. 200 moving average, still down sloping, so it's okay, but, you know, here's something. Like, if you're talking about traditional market on an asset that created a falling wedge in the weekly, your target's 96.13 and 97.75. That's just common. 50% 618 profit taking levels. You know, look at this. If you want to know what was going on with Bitcoin,
Hey,
we're
my
looking at
friend, Mitch,
DXY.
how are you? Also, how do you get your fib retracement to look like that? Also still loving the music. Thanks.
I think in the Discord I've got my coordinates. Thanks to the 420.
Is that a joke?
So into Bitcoin bull cycle right here. Right? Eventually US dollar went nuts, dude. There was bullish divergence, really strong weekly bullish divergence at that level. So TA was respected on the weekly divergence. End of Bitcoin bull cycle was here on the way down. It kept dumping a little bit, but the divergence became so clear and concise. Beautiful textbook divergence on both oscillators before it rallied. And then here we are at 88+% retrace with very clear, concise bullish divergence that's playing out. And again, if you're just talking about Fibonacci, high to low, 50% 618 targets. And this could take like still a couple more months to get there if it's going to, all right? Do y'all hear this freaking wind, man? All right. Here's your DXY. Okay, MKHS is not on TradingView. Do you mean Workhorse though, Doob? Workhorse. WKHS. I bet money you mean Workhorse, the stock. I need an answer from you ASAP, dude. Because I can't look at MKHS. He said yes. Boom. Roasted. Ugh, it's disgusting, man. Like on the weekly. Look at your weekly. I mean, composite operator clearly was acquiring his position at low risk, high reward opportunity areas. And he marked it up and he pulled the plug. Earnings killed him, I think. Oh, look at that, man. Look how... there ended up being bearish divergence in the end on the weekly, too. Gorgeous. But, yeah, it dumped, and it's going nowhere. So I guess it's okay as long as it stays above this 1050 to 1165 area, the top of the zone. But after a move like that, man, it's like... Oh god, a high to low hit the gold mean ratio too. Wow, beautiful. I don't see anything. Oh, you're gonna be. Is it an inverse head and shoulders? Nah, probably not, man. I wouldn't call this an inverse head and shoulders. I would say see you back down at 1050, 1165 to spend some more time testing that. Oh yeah, remember the workhorse, dude. Bullish Gartley, like Jesus bullish Gartley, dude. At where? You see what I'm saying? This is why you watch stream. This is the area where you can become a king. Moonboy scrub areas, dumb, stupid money up here, right? Really smart, genius, Jesus money down here, okay? Where you are feeling, oh my god, I gotta get on this now. I gotta get in on Bitcoin. Dude, I gotta get in on this, man. I gotta get in on Bitcoin, man, now. Why? Why buy here when you could have bought here, right? This was smart money. Really starting to get maybe into dumb money, these coins. I'm just saying, I know it's Bitcoin, so it's supply and demand. You did today hit a 2-year low on Bitcoin on exchanges. That did happen. So there is still, demand for Bitcoin to that level, but at the same time, the people on the exchanges don't have the demand. So there's like no supply, but kind of maybe demand isn't as high right now. What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for the Classic Tea purchase, supporting the stream. Thank you, man. Anyway, that's your workhorse, dude, man. Right? Like, who even cares now? It's like, yeah, maybe an edge will develop or something at 1050 or something. Just too early, man. You just got wrecked on earnings, or it was before earnings. Jeez, it just dumped for I don't even know the reason, because earnings was, according to TradingView, which is probably wrong, March 1st, and the dump happened on February 23rd. So staying away from this until more development, more data presents itself on the chart. Okay, that's it. All right, look at that other one, that BTC pair. I have no memory of this place. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome looking chart. Well, it was. See, it was. Kind of. The best time would have been right here. Holy crap, dude. January 6, 2021. Right? I mean, why? Why was it perfect? It's all hindsight now. But I mean, dude, again, I'm trying to burn education in your mind for the viewers. People that are paying attention to this stream. They're watching it. This is like how you get really good at this stuff, and to where eventually you just build habits to where identifying this stuff's like second nature. It's like driving. It's like breathing. That's what you want eventually. It takes a lot of repetition, and that's why I'm here. And that's why it's like I look at a chart immediately, and it's doing this. It's great and all, but we got to look at how it started, because that's where the true value of the stream is. The education involved, assets, correlation to trend lines. Look, you had this Huge run up. Oh my god. Then it dumped really hard. And look at that scam. Like, good god. It went to pretty much $0 before it rallied and then sold off again. And what happened on the daily when it hit that ice line from September 2018? Class A bullish divergence. And then you made it higher low, and then it went, and that was it. That's how it started. And then it's like kind of like bullish consolidation and breaking out again. So, and yes, it is certainly above somewhat of possibly a very critical area around 1140 satoshis. Right, as you can see, resistance, resistance, resistance. You now have finally actually regarded it as support for the first time ever, right? And so yeah, it's going up, great man. But now it could be like a X, A, B, C, D. So you're talking like 786, 886 is where it could start stalling out, right? Where you just think about like this. You know, these would be areas to be careful. You may disregard the wick or whatever, right? Scan wick. It's kind of too shallow anyway. But a 786, right? You broke. This is a great kind of example of a BAMM, right, which is the bad action magnet move, when an asset like is formed XABC, and if it ever breaks the 50% retrace, or really in this situation just the B, right, oftentimes it runs up to those PCZs, the 786s, the 886s. That's like probability is high that it normally does that, just based on history and all of Scott Carney's research. You know, read more about the BAMM. It's pretty interesting. I've just recently been studying it, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The bad action magnet move. Remember, an asset. It's normally after a 38%, 50% retrace that would happen. Like if this was a 50% and it broke the 50%, it was like really high probability it was gonna run up to an 88% retrace. But anyway, this is kind of off, but you can see what I'm saying. That those are areas where you might want to, if one's in it and they're taking profit, because that's where it could reverse again to the downside. Okay, cool. So chat, what's gonna happen, man? Are we gonna hit to the 50% retrace from C to A, or are we gonna hit in the 113% and the critical support resistance? Are we just gonna, like we did February 28th, get so close and just not get there? You were, how many percentage points were you away, for real, from testing that? Dude, you were 2.64% away from testing that old all-time high from January 8th on the date of February 28th. You didn't get there because it was just too, it made too much sense, right? That's where it would test. You know, same here. The 50% in actuality, it seems like it just makes too much sense to test that. You haven't yet. Why have you not tested it yet? One time, now two times. What's going on? Dude, we're talking like, how close are you? You know, from that wick low to the 50%, you know, in the ice line. You're like 1.3% away. Are you kidding me? So here's your hopium. You're smoking your hopium pipe on futures. All right, you're smoking the hopium on, looks a lot better, where it's respecting that ice line from February 25th, March 3rd, and February 17th. It's finally tested it as support. It's also tested from the low to high of 50% retrace. It's also showing seller exhaustion at that area. That's actually literally happening. That's not happening on spot price. But I remember in times when Bitcoin futures were a lot clearer than spot. I remember when futures were showing an ascending triangle down here, and then after a bull flag, Bitcoin was not showing strength like this on spot. It was like symmetrical triangle. But this one was the canary in the coal mine in the end. And of course, it just went bonkers. But I'm just telling you, it didn't look this good on spot. Okay. Hey, look, head and shoulders, dude. What? Okay, that's the hopium people could smoke if they're wanting to, okay? Futures looks like a potential reversal area. That's it. Good stream so far. I mean, I think he's better than yesterday. That's life, man. Right? If you don't have a good day, go to bed, wake up. It's on you to try to have a better day than the day before.
Hey Mitch, I just grabbed a fresh tea to keep the support and education coming. Can you have a quick look at MKR for me? Jankuye. Thank you.
So Lucas. Dan M. Oh, he said he bought the pillow. He was the one saying he was going to sleep on the chart patterns or whatever. Great point. I'll put the chart under this pillow and learn twice as fast. Thank you, Dan, for purchasing the chart pattern pillow. My man. Thanks, dude. Okay, I see that General Spas. Yes. Yes. Alright. Maker looked okay and then doesn't. I don't. I mean, dude, it's so stuck, man. It's like the argument could be made, man. It's a harmonic or something, but where is A and where is C? It's just. It's a nice up. The trend's beautiful, but like let's just screw around here. It's like God, in between the 556. All right, a little too deep on C. And that's like a 786 once and twice, right? You got maybe a confirmation low here, dude. I mean, but it's just tough. And it's 1414 confluence. Jeez. I mean, that's like just what makes it so tough because the macro is so nebulous, man. I mean, like this could be like the perfect potential trade setup, right, on Maker that could not break back above that range. It tried and tried and tried, and it just failed. And see, you don't have bullish divergence here. Maker has bearish convergence, technically the lower low with higher levels of negative momentum, and it's the same story, unfortunately, on the RSI. So could be double bottoming, and it also definitely had a PCZ, potentially of a Gartley, kind of nebulous Gartley, because 56 is in between 50% and 618, so it could end up being a bullish bat pattern. And you get bullish divergence at the 886, not the 786, right? That could always happen. So, yeah, I mean, you're identifying a potential reversal area, and it's not just one time. It's possibly a confirmation low here. So, just tough, man. Looking at this chart that dictates everything, and normally anything like Maker or others, they're gonna lose double the value Bitcoin to lose on a sell-off, you know. Again, be sure to follow me on Instagram. The whatever is posted. The link is posted in the chat above. Here is also me spamming it. Whatever.
Lined up the price scale, it looked suspicious. Is there some macroeconomic link, or is it just a cute coincidence? Thank you.
Ethereum to gold on the 3-month chart. Wow, that is extremely specific. Yeah, Maker, man, who knows? I mean, it could be this. Could be a looky-loo. Wow, I'm gonna try to do that, dude. Thanks to the 1,400 plus people here. Thanks for the 611 likes. Appreciate it. It's you know, when you go into these little short-term downtrends, man, that's when the hype dies, the viewership starts falling off, The likes definitely fall off, right? So I appreciate everyone being here during the not so, glamorous times of pumps, right? I mean, where we're in this short-term correction right now that could continue. All right, let's see what I can do here on that. Okay, Ethereum. Let me just pull up a random Ethereum chart. Bitfinex or something. And clean it. Alright, and then I'm going to go to the 3 month. Why not just the monthly, man? What's wrong with the monthly? Not good enough for you, dude? The monthly chart, and then we can compare. Here's your this is what you wanted. I mean, monthly, what is it going to look even more stupid on the 3 month? Yep, here it is. This is gold's performance to Ethereum. Ethereum's literally outperforming it so much, right? 30% to 13,341. I don't even know, man. It's so out of whack here. I don't even know what you were wanting, Look, yeah, like that. There you go. So broken.
Will you close a position with some loss at this point due to uncertainty? Thanks for your amazing work, mate.
What's up, Clint? Thank you for the 2321. Sure, we'll look at OMG. Yep. Oh, it's just like, dude, OMG is Bitcoin, but it's like a worse version of Bitcoin, where if Bitcoin sells off more, OMG is going to lose more value than Bitcoin is, most likely, like high probability. So I don't know, man. You're just in a frothy market conditions where there's bearish divergence that's playing out. We don't know if it's done yet. It could just continue to sell off, and we know there's, even on the daily, like 50K is where traders settled up their highest point March 3rd. I mean, that could happen. You just can't. It's very tough, man. Like, you could have been asking me about Bitcoin all these times, man. It's like, there are all these opportunities that present themselves over and over and over. Patreon knows, because there were trade setups that were just constantly just playing out, exceeding targets. Amazing. But now it's like, geez, you want to know about Bitcoin now when it's showing lots of buyer exhaustion on a slightly higher high, and you're just forming an indecision candle today. So, I mean, it's going to be, this reverses or continues to sell off tomorrow, 17 minutes. Yeah, OMG is going to get shattered. Most things are going to lose their shorts, okay? I'm going to lose their pants. Whatever. But that spot price is definitely interesting, but it's just not that great. Ethereum, much greater than gold since the COVID crash. Way better. Heck, since the COVID crash, from the bottom, if you bought Ethereum, you made more money than you did on Bitcoin. Technically.
Left behind severe blunt trauma.
Wow. Yep, Peloton. Very interesting. I mean, somewhat interesting. It's like above an ice line. Oops. What is going on here? What is this thing? Oh, almost like a, it was like a bullish alternate bat or something. Or shark. Yeah, it was value down here from the previous low. I used to XABCD, right? Whether it's here or here, you can start like this. Yeah, it's deep enough. That's 382. Yeah, exactly. The alternate bat, man, between the 886 and the 113, and it reversed right at a 97% retrace. Fine, completely fine. And so one valley, and now we have a confirmation low, right? I don't know why it's bugging like this ever since the compare tool. It's stupid, screwing everything up. One valley, second valley. So you got confirmation. You're above 110.39, which is Your target, your upside's probably 139.76 here. Anything above 110 is probably 139.76. So, yeah, decent area to manage risk here too. It's up almost like 3.5% today, so pretty easy. Right? You just be like, okay, duh. You'd be really safe to have a stop below the previous valley, the confirmation low. But I don't think it's going to be equitable. It wouldn't be 2 to 1. So like these are choices you'd have to make, where it's you move up the stop loss to where it's 3 to 1, but then you run the risk of it coming to double bottom right here. But why would it do that? Because you're playing the confirmation low. So that's why you don't have to have a stop below that, because if it's going back down there again, it's probably going to dump to much lower prices. So that's 3 to 1 right there. And then second target, easy, dude. Second target would take you to 167.82. Third target, you could do Fibonacci extensions, high to low of the structure, and that would be simple 1272 at 192. Okay, nice to see some bullish divergence develop on the 4-hour. Pending price action reversal, you got it. And anything above 110, you're in good shape. You're okay. All right. Why don't we take profit here? Because hey, what if it turns into a head and shoulders or something, right? So we'll take a little profit from that October 16th, 2020 high, just in case that happened or something. But at the same time, very bullish trend. And how many head and shoulders patterns have we seen just get invalidated over and over and over again? A lot. So it's like, all right, well, we'll take just a little off the table and then have some position still for the next targets. Okay, and the bull trend continues. Peloton Interactive. All right, makes sense. At the same time, another way we could strategize. You say, you know what? I'm a risk. The fact I'm saying it's not going to be a head and shoulders. I'm not going to take profit at that level, even though I think it'd be very smart, very wise. It's a high, it's a support. But if you wanted to be more conservative, say I wanted to loosen my stop a little bit. If you loosen your stop, again, it's not 3 to 1. So you loosen your stop, and then you just take profit at the second target. That'd be your first profit taking level, 167.35. So then it's a more conservative trade. It's 3.9 to 1 reward to risk, right? And then one could have a third target at the 1618. That's just another way to look at it, right? Also, sorry, also we got a frenzy of super chats. Thank you, Nero. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Charizard. Wow. 12 minutes to your daily close. It doesn't really look good, man. I mean, Bitcoin just... crypto, man. Look at Peloton. This one looks pretty freaking good, man. And you were asking me about Bitcoin? Or anything pertaining to crypto right now at these stupidly frothy, ridiculous levels, man. It's tougher to make decisions. And I just feel bad for those that didn't participate until these crazy levels. Like I know someone very well who's just, oh, they love Bitcoin now, but they didn't give a two craps about Bitcoin down here. And it's just like, it's your greed. It's not you caring about value or trading or even the technology of crypto. It's just your greed driving you. If you see someone get into crypto at these levels, it's just their pure greed. They've had all the resources and time to care about crypto at these levels, just as much they had to care at these levels. So nice, man. It's actually pretty interesting. Swing for the fences on Piton. Trend analysis, harmonic patterns, anti-technical indicators all describe Peloton Interactive at this current time. Not Bitcoin. Next one was what? That was it to wrapped ether, I think. Has to be. Uniswap down almost 6% today. Highest candle close ever was right here at one point, September 18th. September 18th, 2020. You're flirting with it, but you're not. You're above it technically, literally right now. But you're also about to close with a bearish engulfing candle, and your negative momentum starting to build again, and the volume's kind of interesting. So, do I see anything really that good except maybe a rising wedge pattern, like an actual wow? Are you serious? Sloping price contraction, not bullish. Some bearish looking stuff, maybe. Maybe not. I mean, there's still lots up. They get run all the way up to friggin' whatever that number is, 2.3 million or whatever. The denominations, the wrapped ways, I don't know, man. Lots of numbers. 2.3 is something. 2.3. So that you got that going on. You got a demand line and a supply line, and they're upsloping and they're converging. They eventually converge. So that's rising wedge stuff. But yeah, I guess lots upside if it breaks and holds this or something. But right, I mean, just like many others, you had your opportunity with the composite operator, right? Come on, dude. I mean, you had a low, and then you hit the low again, and on that low, you had like a local low, so you were able to identify seller exhaustion at the ice line. That was the time. That's smart money. Start getting into kind of Rudy Poo money up here that people, they're just taking longs because it's up so much, you know. Sure, it could keep going, man, right? Because the trend's bullish and it's Uniswap, and of course it could keep going, and it could break to the upside, and you could have a measured move upward too, just like downward. So it's kind of nice. You had a little bit of Class C hidden bullish divergence, Class C, where you make a low, you make a much higher low with the exact same levels on the histogram. So impending price action continuation is being implied. You got it, but it's not really gone yet. So again, what can we do here? It's really hard to even Fibonacci because of how whack all this is from when it, opened. Right, so targeting's kind of tough for upside. It could go insane though because of maybe price discovery or whatever. There's a wick high right here at 2.2 whatever, and that's near the top of the structure of consolidation maybe you're getting right now. So it could break up because it's crypto and it's bonkers and all that. At the same time, it could break down. Sorry, man. Like there's better times where I feel a lot more confident to feel like, oh, I know this thing seems probable it would be going up next, not down. At this time, it's not as easy, just like a lot of things in crypto. But if you watched the stream months ago, I'm here 7 days a week for 3 years now. When all this stuff was presenting itself as opportunities, I was here streaming it live. You could have requested stuff. We found too many opportunities, too many, when the composite operator was acquiring his position. So, sorry you're here late. But that's why we look at other assets that are showing where the smart money is acquiring position. And I'm glad to hear the BAT setups changed your life, my man. That was amazing.
Can you look at Rolls Royce? Ricey, thanks.
So Fakecoin. Oh, someone was panicking about Rolls Royce because it went down today, even though it reversed beautifully off that double bottom. Hey, Sherwin-Williams was in a range. What happened, Larry?
How is etc. looking?
Sub Rogue. Thanks to the 20. We can look at it. We did look at it earlier today. But Sherwin-Williams, man. Nearing the top of the range, right? What happened at the bottom of the range? You fell below it? Look, dude, you had classic bullish divergence, man. At the ice line. And it's not about the breakout of the range that happened on March 4th. It is about the follow-through price action you receive after the breakout. What was the follow-through price action after you received a breakout on Sherwin-Williams? Immediately back in the range. signal, buying signal stuff. With the divergence, certainly, yes, that's it. I mean, this is charted. I mean, I had this like plotted here. We look at it. Was it something I posted? I was scanning, and so here it is. The target 746, 758. You ever break that? All right, then we'll have another discussion where we're talking fib extensions, price discovery. High to low. So 786 is your target after 758. And after 786, probably 822, $800, whatever. That's it. Okay. At the same time, it could reverse. 746, 758 is at the top of the range, so that's an area where people would want. One would be taking profit at levels here if they're range-bound trading, and then we'll be acquiring potential long positions at this part of the zone, right? It's crazy, isn't it? Sherwin-Williams, beautiful range. Just like Home Depot. Home Depot broke out of this range and went all-time highs today, right? Home Depot was a trade setup. Alright, anyway, moving on. Yeah, Rolls-Royce move up was short-lived. Very, very bearish trend. Here it is. Yeah, it's pretty nasty weekly reversal. That's an abandoned. All right, you have a confirmed abandoned baby reversal on Rolls-Royce on the weekly. That's terrible, actually. That's really bad. A bearish abandoned baby pattern, a 3 Japanese candlestick reversal. I can show you an example. Gross, but hey, it's cool identifying Japanese candlestick. But as long as it makes a higher low than 135, it's going to be fine. Bearish abandoned baby. Only have the bullish. Can't believe that I didn't do a bearish abandoned baby example in the days of yesteryear. Whatever. Think about it, alright? So you have one candle, and then wherever it is, and then, you know, after an extended run or something, and then you have a gap down, and then your next candle you gap up, and there are gaps between. Normally it's perfect when they're like the same open and close on the first and third candle, but this can definitely suffice as a bullish abandoned baby, and then you're just looking kind of at a bearish abandoned baby right here. That's pretty perfect. So nasty, but it's not over yet, man. You're still at low risk areas, dude. Assets will crap around can crap around for a long time near their bottoms. Okay, before they just make infinitesimal higher lows before going again. So yeah, I mean, anything above 135 is safe. That's where you start saying, I don't know if I want anything to do. Why in the heck is it performing so pathetically, double bottoming here? Okay. But everything kind of got hit today, so let's see what happens tomorrow and the remainder of the week.
Thanks,
all right.
man, for all your help. Patreon is worth every cent. I know it's not easy finding assets when the market is like
Yeah, it's
this.
not, dude. It's
Mind
not.
checking
Zill, there
out
was a
there?
chance, and I
Thanks.
pinged you. I pinged everyone, and I'm like, look what happens to an asset when it backtests on the spring. It's educational. Literally said that in that ping. Let's go to Ethereum Classic again. Again, man, it's between, on the weekly, between pretty critical areas where traders set it up their highest point in February of last year and the high points. And if it can ever break 1288, I think that's when a huge markup can begin, like it did just recently. But if it can't hold, where traders set it up their highest point February last year, then it's going right back down to 992 again. So probably all on Bitcoin. All these S coins, especially the legacy coins, man, they are like Bitcoin is Sauron. They are the 9, dude. They're just the Nazgul. All right, that's all they are. They're the Nazgul, man. Great. Nothing more to really talk about. If anything, it kind of looks like crap on the... Starting to look like crap a little bit on the 4 hour. Where it's like, really, dude? Buying climax, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I mean, it's holding 1170 fine, but dude, it's not gonna hold if Bitcoin reverses. Like, if Bitcoin keeps selling off, this 1170 is gonna snap. And it's gonna go down to 1042, $10, $9.98, man. Alright? But, so... if Bitcoin holds, though, and reverses here to the upside, then it's probably in really good shape. Alright, we did it, man. New day. A new day has been born. A definite indecision nothing burger candle was painted after a bearish impulse, which is not really good. I mean, I don't think it's really a good thing. That's more like, oh, okay, market participants have pretty much kind of tried to confirm that sell-off was real. Bulls failed to rally it, right? And it just closed near its open from yesterday. That's bad, man. That's more bearish than bullish. We're just talking about pure price action locally. More bearish than bullish. So, cool. Yep, I mean, this is like literally, dude. Do I have to find it? I'm gonna find it at this point, because it's just... Here it is, dude, okay? This was March 3rd. Dude, March 3rd. You see these arrows, right? This is what I pinged to patrons. At everyone. Zillow to the US dollar tether is back testing old resistance as support. Target is 14.90 to 16 cents. This is educational stuff. Take the value in what assets do before they mark up. That was the notification for Stream Amounts Education, where you can understand what's happening, high or low, secondary, high, like one valley, a second one back testing the old resistance. And where did it go, man? Could you even believe where it went? It went higher than the target. And now it's up there and it's like one high and a second high. Wow, confirmation high. I mean, it's back testing what was once resistance as support, but I don't know if that's going to hold. Well, it's a lot, not as clear here. You know, normally it's like, oh, am I taking a long when an asset just confirmed a second top, a confirmation high? No, we're looking at the confirmation lows down here, right? So, I mean, yeah, maybe it holds in moons, but one top, a second top, kind of. I'm sketched. I'm not so sold, right? But yeah, maybe it holds and you know, its target would be almost 20 cents again if it held here and started rallying. 20 cents. So Chris, thanks. Thank you, dude. So that's what you get. You don't just get trade setups in the Patreon. You're gonna get charts like this almost every day that are educational, that will teach you what things to look for as a market participant, as a trader. Right? That's why, I mean, that's just another reason why Patreon's so valuable. It's not just trade setups. It's just so many things that you can learn from the charts I post, and the things I say in those charts only posted, right? Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo. You want to look at Nintendo? I think I deleted all the data on it. So illiquid, man. So TC too. Yeah, it's a harmonic, dude. Or it got real close, man. But Nintendo's in like a parabolic uptrend, really. Where we got, wow, that's pretty interesting. I can now understand why you requested it. See, that's my favorite. What I love, dude. See, it's not deep enough, actually. Not even close, man. right? If you were requesting it because you're like, I see an X, A, B, C, D. But the problem is it's a 50% on B, meaning you can't balk here. Like, if it's a 50% on B, then it can't be a 786 on D. It wasn't even a 7, it was a so that's good. That means that there's possibly you're getting just this rally, short-term relief rally. It's hitting a resistance from November 4th. What you would be waiting for patiently on Nintendo is a sell-off to eventually hit the PCZ of the harmonic. And then maybe down here we get a double bottom or something. And what happens if it fills or not fulfill? Oh man, hold on. Let me. Don't know why that's not visible on the daily. Give me a second. Oh, because I was looking on the weekly. Okay, let's go to the weekly, whatever. So look, this is Nintendo is pretty much in a parabolic uptrend. But like if it gets down to the 886, it'll be closer to that parabolic trend line, right? And look, that's $78. That's all-time highs. So you know what happens to Nintendo if it breaks $78? It probably goes to $96 and probably $100 at that point. That's Nintendo, dude. Yep, Nintendo. Guess what's happening? Well, it could if the pivot's real here and it's actually gonna run and it's so strong that it can't get to the PCZ of the possible bat. Hidden bullish divergence develops and it breaks 78 sooner rather than later, and then again $96 to $100 will be your target on Nintendo. Yep, near all-time highs. It recently made all-time highs, like mid-December and late February. So yeah, one to watch. It could be in the midst of price discovery if it can get back above $78. There's Nintendo. It's a me, Mario. Cool. There you go, Chris, man. So Beanie Baby, Beanie Man, Beanie Baby Man. If you want, or you want to look it up on the London Stock Exchange. It's not even Tractor Supply Company. Something else. Oh, yep, pretty interesting looking chart here, yep. A lot of accumulation. Yeah. Yeah, TSCO, London Stock Exchange. Yeah, there was like an inverse head and shoulders that's just extending on, look, higher lows. Now you're above that 200-week moving average, right? You're holding it. Remember, it was always resistance failing to hold it right in the downtrend. You could also look at this like it's broken a supply line, a multi-year downtrend on TSCO, which is maybe not, never mind. That's a real supply line right there. So you haven't broken that yet, but I think you broke if there was like the angle of descent was so bad or so much selling pressure. But you did break this one high to a second high. You haven't even back tested it, so it could just imply more upside. But the thing is, on this, really, I think that's the big one. But you really got to get above, man, this 285 area. So we could almost try to look at this like it's really close to not being accumulation, man. Like where I'm trying to think, is it an ascending triangle behavior or something right here? The sell wall at that critical 253 area, the ice line. And there's higher lows. There are higher lows. As long as you make higher lows than this low now, it is accumulation. So you could see almost an ascending triangle looking pattern going on. But I don't think a measured move would survive. I think the target from here at 229 would be 285. Because at that point, man, it could reverse bad. Look what happens at that area, right? First time, ran up, created itself, dumped, right? What happened when it broke it? It rallied, then back tested it as support before going insane. And then what happened? The dump, it tested it, huge rally to turn into what? Oh my God, I can see it so clearly. It's a bearish bat cipher, right? Look how it all came to an end. Yeah, see, it was a bat cipher. I knew it. It wasn't, a bat would have gone to the 886. This thing went to an 81% retrace, and that's how it all came to a terrible end for TSCO. So, look, when you dumped, where'd you go? You went right back down to that same area and you reversed, only to make a lower high, and then you dumped below it, right? There was some congestion. Price action was there for a little bit before it just dumped, right? So that's the wormhole, man. You ever break 292, 285, that's where insanity could ensue afterwards, right? But till then, you don't really know. That could be a potential reversal. But I think there's accumulation going on. It's not bad. TSCO could be probably a long-term hold, and there's not that much risk involved down at these levels, right? Obviously, lowest risk would be like down here, right? But you had those were opportunities down there, but still not too far off that. Okay, TSCO. There you go, dude. Thanks to the 1,300 people here. Thanks for the 760 likes. Sorry, Bitcoin. Appreciated in value 500% and however many days or months. And now we're at levels where there was bearish divergence for the first time on the daily of the whole run. So you could understand why it's a lot tougher to be calling things on any asset in this space. My bad, dude. But hey, look at these other asset classes, man. Opportunity all over the place. I mean, did you check Kellogg lately? You know, oh, that's not good enough for you. Oh, it has to be some trash ass coin. It can't be Kellogg's. It pays a freaking 3.65% dividend. That was at a PCZ of a bullish Garley. That not good enough at low risk areas, at extreme value areas. No, man, I'm gonna pass on that because I need to buy Uniswap or Tron or some crap. Okay. Expand your horizons. Don't be an S-coin trader only. But you should have an account where you can, if the opportunity presents itself. You should also have a brokerage account where one could trade stocks if they wanted. Heck, man, Forex account. They could buy currency pairs if they wanted, right? One wanted to. So what is it, man? Since the PCZ. 10% in a month. Yeah, for scrub moon boys that have never participated in a traditional market, that's nothing to them. Cool. Yeah. Congratulations. Your first market you ever participated in was crypto. So cool. All you know are crazy markups. Or crazy dumps. Welcome to a normal market.
Great to see everyone.
And as you can see, right, Bitcoin is selling off and probably will go down to 52.1. It probably will. 113% to 50% and a support resistance. Like, it makes so much sense to go down there. What's up, Bolliot, Bran? Thanks, dude. Alright, man. Good stream, but selling may not be done for Bitcoin at all. X marks the spot. 52,172, 52,300 and change. Hey, man, I hope it never happens. I hope it never gets there, okay? But hope is that. It's nothing. It's worthless. Hope is...
Valiant Brand Super Chat at $33.
Thank you for the 33. Super Chat, Valiant Brian. Thank you, dude. Okay. Oh, look, Bitcoin's selling off immediately. I can't believe it, dude. I'm so surprised. Oh, let me guess. Ethereum selling off too? Oh, wow. Biggest surprise of my entire life. No one saw this coming on Ethereum, right? Chat. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Alright, just wait till this picks up, man. Probably 1500. I mean, why not? Like, Bitcoin would have to do something crazy, man, for it to not hit 1500 eventually. Alright, I'm out of here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. There's a lot of things to be excited about, not in crypto, but I get it. People only care about crypto. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.